Hey guys, Chris from the Hidden Reserve, and in today's video what I'm going to be talking about is what is the difference between cash value and death benefit inside of a life insurance policy. And I'm going to be using a house analogy throughout the video. I think it'll really help just wrap your brain around how it actually works. So the first thing I want to cover is there's two parts to a life insurance permanent life insurance policy, which is the cash value and the death benefit. First thing I want to cover is the death benefit. And comparing it to a house, think of the death benefit as the roof, okay? And it's the roof that protects. With the death benefit piece, when you pass away, that's the money that's going to your beneficiary or your beneficiaries. So you kick the can, the life insurance is going to cut a check and send it over to whoever you decided to leave that money to. So that's the death benefit component, and think of that as the roof to the house, okay? So it's what covers and protects your family if something happens to you. So you got your family all in the house, that's the roof, protecting your family, yourself, in that case, but the death benefit is the roof that's covering your family, okay? Think about it that way. Next up, the cash value. So think of this as the foundation that you build on. So the cash value is the foundation to your whole life or your permanent life insurance policy, and the foundation is obviously, the foundation to your house. And you got to think of this as it's built slowly. The cash value in your policy is built brick by brick. It takes time to build it up. It's not this overnight thing where all of a sudden you have a bunch of cash value in your policy, unless you're this funding it super aggressively, which most people won't be. But if you're overfunding your policy or plowing a bunch of money in up front, then yeah, you're gonna have, you might have quite a bit of money in there. But just be aware that it's a slow and long process, okay? You have to be in a long-term mindset when you're thinking about how cash value builds. You get guaranteed growth every single year on your cash value, but it takes a long time for it to see the compounding effects of it. Okay, so think of cash value as the foundation to your house. And then the next thing is I want to cover how they actually work together. So again, you have to have the foundation to your house, which is your cash value, and you also need your roof, which is the death benefit to the policy. When you pass away, the death benefits for your family. The cash value, though, that's for you. That's what you have available to access today while you're alive. So the cash value, if there's opportunities that present itself or you're using it as a supplement to your retirement, that's to benefit you. Think of it that way. And then the death benefits to benefit your family later down the road. That's the way I like to look at it, and I think it's important to have that distinction there. Again, how are the cash values for you, death benefits for them, your family, your church, whoever you're leaving the money to, okay? And then really the conclusion to all of this is just knowing that those are the two main moving pieces to a permanent life insurance policy. You're going to put in a premium. A portion of that's going to be directed towards the cash value. A portion is going to go towards the death benefit. And then there's actually a third portion, which is irrelevant to today's conversation, but very, very relevant to be aware of. The third portion is going to go towards other costs. But just know that the premium that you put in, a portion is going to go towards that cash value, which is your foundation, your policy. Takes time to build, very critical. And then the other portion or another portion of your premium is going to go towards that death benefit, which is the roof to your policy or to your house essentially. And that's money for your beneficiaries. So I hope this video just helped break down the difference between cash value and death benefit. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them there. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I post videos like this every single week, Monday through Friday. So check the other videos out that I post, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. God bless.